Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Shaunneka and today I will be guiding you through a morning yin yoga sequence. So this class is going to be full body. We will be incorporating upper and lower body postures into today's practice, and you may or may not decide to use one block, so just making sure that you have that one block handy in case you decide to use it. So we'll go ahead and get started in a child's pose position. And this is where you may or may not decide to use your block, so just have it handy. Go ahead and bring your knees nice and wide and bringing your big toes to touch. Sending your hips back into the saddle that you've created with your feet. Go ahead from here. You're going to bring your hands to prayer. Walk your elbows as far forward as is comfortable for you. And you are simply going to allow the forehead to drop and bring the palms. You can keep them in prayer, or what I like to do is I like to place my palms on top of my back. And the key here is to push your elbows down so you pull the skin back. So you might have to inchworm your elbows forward to move the skin a bit and then pull back. Nice deep breaths here. And the option is always to place the elbows on the block if you'd much rather. Nice deep breaths here. Coming into our last few breaths here, you can again inchworm your elbows forward and sink the chest lower. Let's take our last two breaths here. Nice big inhale, fill up. Open the mouth, inside out. One more inhale. And exhale. Gently release the hands if they were behind you. Just bring your arms out in front. Just bring the forehead to the mat just for a minute. Let that air out. Enjoying all those tingling sensations in the arms, backs of the arms. Lifting the gaze, coming all the way up. Finding a tabletop position. From here, we will be making our way into a melting heart. So having your knees in line with your hips and your shoulders in line with your wrists. So another option for this one is you can bring your knees wide and bring your big toes to touch if that also helps. And as you walk forward, as you walk your hands forward, you're sending your hips back. It's almost as if you're tilting your tailbone towards the ceiling. I invite you to bring your arms wider if your shoulders are a bit tighter, and melt your chest and your heart all the way to the mat. And again, I like to hold on to the edges of my mat just for a little bit of support. Last few breaths here. Let's take our last 2 breaths. Nice big inhale. Open the mouth and sigh it out. One more inhale. And exhale. Push into your palms. Lift the chest and come all the way on to the belly. And from here, we'll just roll all the way on to our backs. From here, we'll be making our way into a figure 4. So taking your right ankle and crossing it over the left kneecap, go ahead, push into the left foot, pick up the left knee, and weave your hands through the hole that you've created. You can grab a hold of the back of the left hamstring or on top of the left calf. Making sure that right foot is flexed. So we have a tendency here to lean to the right, so slight lean to the left. Also use that right elbow to help push open the right knee, right thigh. Coming into our last few breaths here. Considering on every inhale, drawing that left knee in towards the chest just a little bit more. Let's take our last 2 breaths here. Nice big inhale, squeeze in, and sigh it out. One more inhale, squeeze in, and exhale. Gently release the grip on that left shin or left hamstring if you had it. Bring the left foot back down to the mat. Keep the right ankle where it is, and you're simply going to tip this shape now over to the left so that your right ankle or your right foot sits down onto the mat. You can cactus your right arm, and you're grabbing a hold of your right ankle with your left hand. You just want to make sure your knee is not dropping towards the floor. You're looking to open up that knee towards the ceiling. You can even push away with your left hand if that's more suitable. Feeling a nice stretch in the IT band in the outer right leg. also have the option to extend that right arm up above, create the stretch in the right side body. Coming into our last few breaths here. Really reach with those right fingertips away from you. And as you reach, try not to lift the hip, but try to draw the hip down towards the mat. You'll feel the stretch even more. Taking our last 2 breaths. Nice big inhale. Open the mouth and side out. Last one, inhale. And gently exhale. Bring the arm back down if it was above. Bringing the shape all the way back up. Uncross the ankle. Just hang out here for a moment. Enjoying all that nice space in the right side. We'll set ourselves up for the other side. So crossing the left ankle over the right kneecap this time, making sure that left foot is flexed, and taking the same variation that you took on the other side. And again, the tendency is to lean to the left, so slight lean to the right. And really noticing yourself settling into the pose. As you settle, different areas of the body begin to relax and open up and melt. Using that left elbow to open up on the left thigh. Last few breaths here. Every exhale, trying to draw that knee in towards the chest. Let's take our last 2 breaths here. Nice big inhale. Pull that right knee in towards the chest. And exhale. One more. Inhale and draw in. And exhale, release. Bringing the right foot all the way down to the mat. And we're going to tip this shape. So dropping the shape that you've created all the way over to the right. Bringing the left ankle all the way down onto the mat. Grab a hold of the left foot with your right hand and make sure you're pointing the knee towards the ceiling, and you can cactus your left arm or reach it up above. You should be feeling this in your outer left leg, your IT band, outer left hip. Just making sure you're not gripping with the thighs. Coming into our last few breaths here. Last 2 breaths. Nice big inhale, fill up. Open the mouth and sigh it out. One more inhale. And exhale. Bringing your arm back down beside you. If it was up above, bringing the shape all the way back in and up. Uncross the ankle. Let that air out for a moment. You windshield wiper your legs and your knees from side to side. Let's go ahead and draw the knees in towards the chest. You really want to feel the thighs compressing up against the belly. You can wrap your arms around your knees and squeeze in for 3, for 2, and 1. We will release here into reclined butterfly. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. Arms out wide for your shavasana. I like to place my hands on my thighs. Feels nice. Taking these moments to set your intention for the day. Let's take 2 clearing breaths here, just to rid ourselves of anything that might be left from our practice. Take a nice big belly breath in, feel the belly swell up. Bring the breath right up into the rib cage, right underneath the armpits. Open the mouth and sigh it out. One more inhale. Open the mouth and audible exhale. Feeling free to stay here for as long as you'd like. I hope you enjoyed today's morning practice, and I will see you back here again soon. Have a wonderful day.